my solutions here. You ready?
Yep.
Let's combine NIL with the transfer portal. If you have made NIL money, and this is going to be incumbent upon the schools and maybe the conferences, I don't know, to have some sort of a registry, a reporting mechanism, and not should, but must. So all that should language in these school NIL policies, no, you must. Okay. And that might mean that schools have like dedicated staff to police and report all the NIL activities for somebody. But anyways, if you have made NIL money at West Virginia and all of a sudden you're unhappy and you're transferring and you start making NIL money at a new school, that would concern me. And if it's a lot of NIL money, that would concern me. What if you could not make NIL money your first year at your new school or your first season at your new school? Might that slow things down? Now, if you're a player here who wasn't getting NIL money, you're a backup defensive lineman, or you're an offensive lineman who's a starter or a regular but isn't making NIL money, and you go somewhere else and you do or don't make NIL money, hey, you've improved your situation. That's okay. Now, you might say, Mike, if they make some money here and they make more money there, haven't they improved their situation? Sure. But the look is such that right now that you wonder who or what influenced that person. So I would think about that, number one. Number two, I would definitely have some sort of a dedicated investigation unit. So I'm not talking like CSI or NCIS or anything like that, but there is absolutely tampering going on, whether it's in the recruiting process from high school to college or from college to college. There's absolutely tampering going on. And these coaches know it. And for some reason, they're afraid to like make a fuss about it. You'll hear people say things and make veiled comments about it. And I get that they don't want to be the person out in public doing it. Fine. Do it in the back room. Have a person you can go to and say, here's the tampering, here's the evidence. We heard from this high school coach or trainer. We heard from this teammate. We saw this text, whatever, and do something with it. And again, is that a school thing? Is that a conference thing? There has to be something. And if it's like a collective where it's representatives from each conference, you have two from the Power Five, so you have 10 people, or you have one from major 10 conferences, you have 10 people, however you want to do it, but have some sort of a collective that works, because it would help everybody. Because you're absolutely seeing it happen. You're seeing players that are not going into the portal until they know they have business waiting for them. They go open the portal, and how many of these crystal balls or how many of these like in the moment predictions about a player transferring, watch for him to end up at blank. How many of those come true? A lot. Why? There's no secrets. A lot of this we know and we've heard, but you can probably prove too. And my other thing would be, if I was a coach, I would throw a fit if I knew that I was getting tampered with.